Hello YouTube, Mountainous here, and today I have a special video for you. Today I'll be showing you my fully restored vintage Castle Grayskull playset. Now this is from the He-Man Masters of the Universe toy line. In my opinion, this is the greatest playset ever created for any toy line. Now as a kid I always wanted this playset, but when you went to a toy store when I was a kid, it was always sold out. And even if it wasn't, it was far too expensive for me. We didn't grow up with a lot of money, but this was a dream toy for me. Now, as a kid, I did have one vehicle, which was the Wind Raider. And I did have a few figures, but that is it. I never had the castle. So this is awesome that I finally got one, and I've got it fully restored with the help of my friend, Steve Tooley. Check it out. Now my friend Brian, who lived down the street, he had a Castle Grayskull, and we used to play together, and I would take a few of my figures down there, and I only had about 4, but I'd take them down there and we'd play together, and I got to play with the castle with him a few times. Then as I got older, my nephew got a Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain and a bunch of figures at a garage sale, but I was too old to really play with them at that point, but I knew he had them and I saw them. But it's been 40 years since I've touched a complete Castle Grayskull, and I'm so excited to finally have one. This is just awesome. Now, some of you may know that I collect vintage toys because I have made a few vintage toy videos in the past, and I do go to flea markets and make flea market videos from time to time. I started flea marketing a few years ago, and this is the first and only Castle Grayskull that was a vintage Castle Grayskull that I've ever seen in the wild since I've been flea marketing. And boy, I was excited to see it. I knew I had to have it. Check it out. He-Man and Orko, Ram-Man. This is awesome. Now, I love to go to flea markets, and the one I go to the most is the Gordyville Flea Market, which was every month, but they're no longer having it anymore. But for 2 years, I went about every month. And when I saw this castle at the flea market, it was $30, but it was only the 2 shells. Everything was missing, so I passed on it. I went back each month and looked at it and thought about it, but I never got it. Then when I finally decided to get it, it was gone. And I talked to the guy and asked where it went and who bought it, and he told me that he left it home because no one bought it. I said, bring it the next month and I'll take it for sure. So the next month I went back with 30 bucks, and it was sitting there, but he had it marked for 20, and I was even more happy. So I bought it, took it out to the car, and I was super stoked to finally have one. Now, I didn't care it was missing most of the stuff, because I have a good buddy named Steve Tooley, who's a master of 3D printing, and I knew that he would help me complete this castle. Man, I love this thing. Once I got it home, I called my friend Steve Tooley and told him that I got the castle, and I had him come over and check it out. And we made a deal. I told him that I'd give him a certain amount of vintage toys that he could choose from my collection if he 3D printed all the plastic pieces and the stickers and also do the cardboard cutouts for me. So he took all the cool stuff home that I gave him, and he got to work. It took him about 100 hours of 3D printing and working on the computer to get all the pieces I made, and it took about a month's time, as he's a busy guy, but he brought it all over, and now the castle is complete, and it's so awesome. And now it's time to make the video and show you the hard work has paid off, and the patience. I waited and waited for years, and for $20, I got a Castle Grayskull. I gave up a few of my other toys, and now everything is complete. Check it out. Look at Beastman back there. How awesome is that? Now, I knew my friend Steve Tooley could easily do this job. Well, maybe not easily, but I knew he could do it because I got this Wind Raider right here, and he 3D printed the 2 wings and the tail fin piece for me prior to this. So I knew he was awesome at this, and I knew he could help me complete this castle. How awesome. I'm so stoked on this. So other than the 2 shells, my friend Steve Tooley made every piece for this other than that ladder right there and that trapdoor, because those were from my nephew's castle, and he got rid of all his stuff, but he still had the trapdoor and that ladder for some reason, so those are original. And the dungeon sticker in the back, that was original. That was the only sticker that was on the castle when I got it, and it was in good shape, so I left it on there. But everything else my friend Steve Tooley made and 3D printed or printed stickers for it. Check it out. So my friend Steve Tooley made this gun right here, the platform it stands on, that platform and the flag, that robot cardboard cutout. He made the throne, and he made the platform that it sits on. He made that cardboard cutout of the computer in the back and this working elevator. It actually functions, it works, and he made that platform as well. Now, he made this tool here that He-Man used to practice martial arts, and that cardboard cutout in the back right there with all the weapons. He made the weapons rack with all the weapons, and he printed the door. Now, he did a great job. I can't be more appreciative. Thank you, Steve Tooley, for all the hard work. My dream has come true of owning a complete Castle Grayskull. Later in the video, I'll be showing you the front of the castle as well. And at the end of the video will be a photo slideshow with high-quality photos with music to show the detail of the inside and the outside of the castle. And I took those photos with a new digital camera my friend Steve Tooley got me for Christmas. So thanks again, Steve Tooley, for that new camera. So the photo slideshow at the end will have WUSHURICHARD music, and you can check out the castle in great detail. Oh yeah, baby, we're doing it big. And if you guys are enjoying this video and you like my content, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. I make all kinds of different videos, from race cars, monster trucks, rock and roll concerts, survival, archery, BMX, flea markets, and I do a million other things. So make sure to check out my channel if you just found this video, and comment, like, and subscribe. In the next clip, I'm going to quit talking, and I'm just going to show you some video footage with close-ups of the castle on the inside, and I'll bring in some music and let you see how cool the castle looks, and then we'll take a look at the front side of the castle. Let's check it out. Alright guys, here's a close-up look of the front of the castle. Check it out. This is the most iconic playset ever created. It's so cool. Castle Grayskull. You can see the flag and the gun that Steve Tooley made. You can see the door that he 3D printed. This is just awesome. Remember again, guys, if you enjoy the content, comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks again, Steve Tooley, for doing all this hard work 3D printing and printing all the stickers. I greatly appreciate it. And the rest of the video will be a photo slideshow with super detailed photos of the inside and outside of the castle. Oh yeah, baby, we're doing it big. Until the next adventure, MOUNTAINOUS out.